What up, my people? What up, what up? This your boy, your CEO, Charles McKenzie, coming to you, man. Just chilling today, just chilling. Um, I want to tell y'all some very important message, very important message. You know, we've been living in this time, in this three-dimensional existence, and we never really asked a lot of questions on the things that we were taught from school, culture, family, religion, politics, politicians. We just accept the world as is. We were born to it and we accepted it. You know what I mean? We ask no questions. We trust and believe whatever we were told concerning the world. So we're, naturally, we follow parents, we follow, our traditions and very normal life. Speeding on my streets, speeding on my street again. But anyhow, don't let that distract you, y'all. But we never really ask specific questions like, you know, why do you believe what you believe? What makes what you believe the authentic truth? You know what I'm saying? And what makes what you believe work? What makes it true? You understand? And those are simple questions that now we're in the age of resurrection. I call it resurrection. We call it age of Aquarius, age of awakening. And this is the age of resurrection where all the prophets of biblical literature, all of them look into this time and wrote about this time. And all these prophets and all of these biblical characters, as I come to believe reading Neville Goddard, all of these characters are eternal state of being. So, for an example, I can assume the state of Moses, where I'm receiving the law. Moses received the law. And they call it Moses' law because it was translated into human traditions, into rituals and things you had to do. But really, the reason why the children of Israel went into slavery because they didn't understand the law. They changed it from a cosmetic law, from a law of the universe to a law of human tradition. The law that was given to Moses is a transcendent law. For instance, thou shalt not commit adultery. We interpret that as sex. It has nothing to do with sex. The original text has nothing. Was not speaking on sex. Especially in those days when man had many wives. You know what I'm saying? And still to this day, we have men have many wives. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. If you can handle it, there's nothing wrong with it. Do your thing. You're the man. You know what I'm saying? But, however, we're talking about thousands of years ago. So the word adultery really means, in the original Hebrew translation, interpretation, it really means to add on, to adulterate it, to dilute it, to mixed. You understand? So it's not speaking of anything of in a sexual manner as we have interpreted it today in today's religion, in today's Christian religion, which I grew up in, which I come from the background of course, you know, uh, Catholic, Voodooism, and Christianity, and all of that. So, anyhow, but when you understand the word, what the scripture really means, what these metaphysical translations really It's telling you that do not adulterate the word, do not add on to the word, don't take away to the word, the law. You can't add to the law, you can't take away to the from the law. So do you cannot commit adultery. You cannot adulterate it. The law. The law is set, is final, is enduring, it is truth, it is righteous, it is good forever and ever, and that's it. Don't mess with the law. That's what it's telling you. Do not commit adultery. Another one, for instance, do not kill. Thou shalt not kill. Now we know spirit cannot be killed. Energy cannot be killed. So what it's telling you is you can't kill. You cannot kill consciousness. Consciousness just travels and transfers. You may destroy the body, but you have released this person into the ethers, into the cosmology, into the enter into the mother, into the womb, just to return, just to come back again, incarnating in a different body. It will take a few generations. Of course, by the time this person come back, you're not gonna know he was here before. You're not gonna remember any of the previous. Some does, but you know, most of us we're babies. So we just understanding. We had many incarnations. Like just like the butterfly, the caterpillar to a butterfly, incarnated into a flying being with wings versus a little worm or a little caterpillar, you know what I'm saying, walking on a branch on a tree somewhere. But so you cannot kill. It is impossible. That shall not you will not kill. But however, since we do destroy the body, say the body is a temple of consciousness, so you destroy the body and you shall be destroyed also. So somebody kill you, them too will be killed. But it is the body that is destroyed, not the soul or the spirit or consciousness or the awareness of being. It's never destroyed. You understand? Translate it to different incarnations. Continue on the journey. So understand these laws when it tells you. You understand the laws that we follow, and they have literally traditionalized the law brought it down to a lower frequency, a lower level. When we begin to humanize the law and not knowing how to metaphysically apply the law to understand what this law is really telling us, that we cannot break. For instance, you cannot pick up a live wire. Thou shalt not pick up a live wire on the ground. You will be electrocuted. You understand? It is the law. Is the live wires, electricity, evil? No, electricity is not evil. Is your mishandling of it kills you. Mishandling of electricity, mishandling of power, mishandling of guns that don't kill. People kill. Guns don't kill. You understand? It is a tool. You can see it a weapon. But it could save your life from from immediate threat, immediate danger. You know what I'm saying? But however, you have to have a greater weapon where you can actually repulse these intimate dangers. You understand? Intuitively, you can maneuver yourself into an area where you can evade these intimate dangers that are lurking. So, that is a greater power where you don't even need to, you gotta do like boxing. Boxing is a mind game. Boxing is mental. I would say is 90% mental and 10% physical. You understand? Because it requires a lot of study, a lot of poise. It requires patience. It requires focus. It requires quickness and strength and being sober, being in your right mind. It requires a lot of mental activity. So boxing, the mental aspect in boxing is very important. You come in there with strength and power. Yeah, you might be able to knock out a few in the first layout in the first round. But if you come in with a smart opponent, someone who's studying you, he know not to get hit. He know he got to move, he got to swing and tire you out and have you chasing him and get you where it hurts. You understand? Next thing you know, you find yourself on the ground. On the ground. You understand? So it's very important, man, that we understand these laws when we begin to practice these laws. When it come down to Moses' law, you know what I'm saying, with the Ten Commandments, there's really first of all, there's only one law. There's not 10 law. There's not 633 laws. There's only one law, and that's the law of conscious awareness, the law of being, the law of everything is good and very good. You understand? There's only one law, and the law is the law of love, the law of one, the law of peace, bliss, and happiness. And besides happiness, there's no sadness, there's no poverty, there's no disease. You understand? Because you're only conscious of being wealthy and healthy, and besides health, there's nothing else. You understand? So, those are the things that you have to become aware of and meditate on those things, especially now when we actually are crossing into a new era. First of all, and last of all, I believe this is not only this is the last president. We would not have an election. You know what I'm saying? And I always thought of it. I say, you know what? We actually living in those times what that the scripture talks about. So I know what happened in the past. History always without fail, with no fallacy, repeat itself. So, I know what happened just going back 160 years, 170, 180 years ago. You know what I'm saying? The country was in a civil war. You know what I mean? And we know the history of that, what happened. But do you understand that there is a second civil war coming to this land, to this country? But you know, I know a lot of people they're anticipating and trying to create some type of race war, but there ain't gonna be no race war. But there will be a civil war. I said there ain't gonna be no race war. Ain't gonna be the black man against the white man against the black man, the Mexican and the Blackanese and the Chinese. Now ain't gonna be none of that, man. Ain't gonna be no race war, but there will be a civil war, and this civil war is brother against brother. You understand? So when I say brother against brother, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? For so long, the black man was against the black man. You know what I'm saying? And I had no fear of of getting shot by a white man. But in my neighborhood where I grew up at, you get shot by a black man. You understand? So those days are over, though. Those days are over, man. We vibrating on love, man. Nothing but love for our brother, nothing but love for our sister, for our mother, for our queen. Nothing but love, baby. Share the love, spread the love. That's all we all about today. That's all we vibrating on. And the love, the reason why I could say I love my brother, because I know we are the same being. You know what I'm saying? There's only one consciousness, man. You know what I'm saying? And this consciousness fragmented himself into countless beings. So here we are, billions of us. But when we all go, when we're done, we go back to source, and we go back as one consciousness, one God. There's no two God. The moment you got 2, 3 gods, you have a devil. You understand? So there's one God, one spirit, one law, one consciousness. So with that being said, man, when I see my brother, I see that one consciousness. I see myself pushed out. So if he needs help, if he needs this and that, you know what I'm saying? He gonna get it. You feel me? So it ain't gotta be, oh, what's up, nigga? You got beef? Nah, it ain't none of that, man. Yeah, we got beef. We gonna fry. We gonna put it on the grill. We gonna eat and have a good old time. You know what I'm saying? We gonna eat out. That's what we gonna do. We gonna celebrate each other. We gonna love each other. You understand? Cause we all we got. So because when it's all done and over with, when the blackout happened, when they shut everything down, there's no information, there's no power, no TV, no radio. You know what I'm saying? No internet. Man, we got to band together like crazy, because the only way we're gonna be able to stay in contact and commune and communication with one another is through the energies, through the ethers, man. Through the ethers, we'll be able to literally send messages in the cosmos and reach people, our brothers and sisters, even on the continent, man, even in Africa, man. We'll be able to connect, not through a cell phone, to an internet, you know what I'm saying? Not through none of that wireless communication technical device of man, but through our power that within. You understand? Because the kingdom is at hand and the kingdom is within, not from without. So understand that, my brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? So we'll be able to connect with one another through the ethers. Because I've seen the ethers, man. There's 7 ethers, and I'm seeing about 3 or 4 of them right now. You understand? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I ain't even gonna describe it to you. You know what I mean? If you know truth, you understand. You observe nature. You know what I mean? You observe the sky. You observe yourself, your spirit, the inner being that you are, the God particle that you are. You know, understand? You start to observe. You will begin to see your first eye, your single eye, which we call the third eye, really is our single eye. Once you begin to decalcify it and start to open up those eyes, when the Christ come in, he comes in with sight. He gives you sight. And he come from within, not from without. You understand? So when he comes in, you'll begin to have sight. You'll begin to see things that are called invisible become visible. You understand? You'll begin to see the truth, the spirit behind things. The soul of things. You'll see the tree behind the tree. You understand? You'll see the car behind the car. You see the spirit behind the car, the vehicle. Everything vibrates, nothing rests. You understand? Kabbalion, read that. So when I see it, man, you just gotta know the laws, man. Know that the law that was given to Moses, excuse me, was the law of the universe. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the law of the universe was given to Moses, but the Israelites over the centuries turned it into human tradition and missed the mark. Sin means you miss the mark. And when you miss the mark, you get a chance to do it again. Could be in a different lifetime, different incarnation, but you could fix it right here, right now. So, don't wait. Fix it right now. If you hate, fix it. Love. That's the solution for hate. If you sick, fix it. Health and perfect expression of health. That is the solution for sickness and disease, man. You understand? And besides perfect health, there's nothing else. There is no disease. So when you understand that, man, you can't never get hit by any press released pandemic, any press released, sickness and disease, man, and wars and rumors of wars. You can't be affected by those things because you don't live in this timeline. You know what I mean? I'm basically living in 500 AD, 500 years in the future, 1,000 years in the future. All this, the book of Revelation talks about Armageddon, the apocalypse, 2012, everything, all of that already happened. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, I'm past all of that. You know what I mean? All of that already had transpired, because when you have a spiritual mind, when you start to see with your spiritual eye, with that one single eye, you see everything as one and everything is done and it is being done. The kingdom is established and being established. It is finished and being finished. You understand? So it's being done to those who's progressing to that level, to the level of finishhood. You know what I'm saying? But as far as I'm concerned, my higher self is complete. God is a complete being. You know what I mean? He's not making himself He's only remaking himself through you. You experience him as being him. You understand what I'm telling you? Yeah, because the spirit, the not the flesh, not the mask. They want us to wear a mask now. I ain't talking about that mask. And this mask that you see right here, this face, this nose, this outer garment, these hair, this is the beast. This is the outer flesh. This is where what Adam was covered with animal skin. In other words, he was covered with an animal mindset with this body of flesh. He was originally a star being, a cosmic being, a universal man. But he descended, you know what I'm saying, to this lower dimension, three-dimensional. He came from the seven. The seven is rest. The seven is finished. It is finished. And the seventh day he rested from all his work. It is done. It is finished. And then came down 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down to the animal state, which is the lower frequency, the one. You know what I'm saying? The red, the yellow, the lower chakras, the lower frequencies, the bottom, the man, the one who was born from the human womb, from below, was born from vaginal birth. That's from below. But the new man, the Christ man, he's born from above. You understand? He's born from here. He comes from within, not from without. You understand? So, with that being said, man, understand who you truly are. You are a spirit being having a temporal human experience, an infinite being masqueraded in human flesh to experience, humanity, to experience, love, joy, peace, bliss, and happiness, or the opposite. You create. You're the co-creator. You create your world. You create your experiences. You create your universe. So when you understand that, man, when you understand that you are the creator, your very being, your spirit being is the creator. You know what I mean? You'll know that the Father is within you. And it is the Father that is within you that sent you as this man, as John Doe, as Mackenzie. You know what I'm saying? It is the Father. It is your higher self. You are the Father, the higher self, who sent you as the Son. The human blood is crucified to this flesh, to this body of flesh, to experience the experiences, to learn and to grow, to evolute. You know what I'm saying? To a higher realm, to the being that you truly are, going back to the seventh. And the seventh is rest. The seventh density. That's the day of rest. And once you reach the seventh, you're good. You good. You are him. You are he. And you would say to your Father that you have done the work, you have kept the faith, you have finished the race. Now, Father, glorify me with the glory that I had before that the world was. That is every man's story. It's not just from one man. Once upon a time, 2,000 years ago, once and for all. No, this is the human cry. The human cry is Abba, Father. That's the human cry. But that is the Christ, the Messiah, the one from within, that one spirit, that conscious, the Christ consciousness from within, that cry in every man, boy, girl, no matter how you look like, what language you speak, your nationality, you know what I'm saying, the skin, your color, white, black, Chinese, or Blackanese, no matter how you look like, that is every man's cry. Abba, Father. You cry Father because the Father is within, and it's the Son within. It's the Son that cries Father. You understand? Only the Son knows the Father, and only the Father knows the Son. So how could you say you know God, right? You say you know your God, but you don't know your Father. You know what I mean? So miss me with that. So if you know your God, you know that I am He. You know the Son. And if you know the Son, you will know that you are God. You are the Father. But that's another story. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Get your mind up. Get your mind up, like Pastor Darby said. Get your mind up. And like I said, I made a video, shortly after the passing of Pastor Darby, which is my number one hero. You know what I'm saying? The Christian world. He was a transitional being. He when he died, it was an era that died. You know what I'm saying? His death was a sign that the church age, the age that we've been knowing, going to church, the Sunday age, that day died. His death was a sign. You know what I'm saying? And Pastor Darby did his part. He finished his race. You know what I mean? He kept the faith. So he returned back to the Father and with the glory that he had before that the world was. Before that he came into this human flesh. And he's had left it. But he left us a sign that his death was a sign of the traditional Christian church religion, the Sunday religion. This was it. You know what I'm saying? So what came after? Shortly after, now we came in, congregate and go to church. It's over. It's done. It's never gonna go back like it was. Done. It's over. Kobe Bryant's death was a sign. You know what I'm saying? It was a sign of this new era. And, you know what I'm saying? It's telling you the basketball game is over. The game, no more games. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Just like Chadwick Boseman, his death was also a sign of what's to come next. And right now, the superhero that you were given, you know what I'm saying? He really took the character Black Panther. He took the character off script, off the big screen. He took it to his everyday life, and he was regarded to millions, billions of children across the world as this Christ-like figure, this hero, this black panther that looks like them. So he was regarded in that, and he took that role. He played it. He took it seriously, and he is done. You know what I'm saying? He finished his race. You know what I mean? He returned back to the Father, and to return back to the glory, to the crown that he had before that the world was. You know what I'm saying? But however, his death was a sign to let you know, look, the movies, everything you've been seeing in the movies, everything is the news. The movies is the news, and the news is the lie, and the media is the lie. But the movies, they tell you the real news, the real scoop. You know what I'm saying? They give you the real soup. And the movies tell you what's coming, or the news. So, when Boseman passed, Mr. Boseman, when he passed, condolences to his family. When he passed, man, it's a sign that a blackout is coming. You know what I'm saying? It's over. It's over. It's done. I know people are going to vote into the voting booth this November, and some are excited, some are nervous, hey, we won, we got in the bag, Trump is gonna get reelected. Hey, look, man, let me tell you something, man. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the lies. Don't believe none of this show up, psyop, none of this, you know what I'm saying, charade. This is what it all is, man. Don't believe all that, man. You know what I'm saying? Remain centered into yourself. You know what I mean? Vote for your higher being, for your higher self. You know what I'm saying? Vote for love. Vote for peace. But we ain't gonna have peace unless there's love. You feel me? For justice. And we ain't gonna have no peace. There ain't no justice. You understand? Vote for justice. You know what I mean? Vote for courage. Vote for health and perfect expression of health. Vote for wealth. And wealth doesn't come from the seeing things. You don't get rich by buying a good house. You know what I'm saying? You don't get rich by see things that you see. You get rich, you know what I'm saying, by unseen things. You know what I mean? When you use your mind is connected, is a reflection of the ether. You know what I'm saying? When you think into the ether, you think from the state of wealth. Of course you will materialize wealth and personalize wealth. Nothing but wealth. You know what I'm saying? Because the ethers, the energies are right there. They're the vibranium, for better word's sake. They're the vibranium of your mind. The raw material, powerful raw material, is in your mind. Those material is what creates the things that we see with our physical eyes, the things that we handle with our physical hands. Those things comes from the mind. They come from nothing into something. Yeah, that's right. From nothing into something. But don't ever think there's no such thing as nothing. There is no such thing as nothing. Everything is, and everything is done. It is done and being done. The kingdom is at hand, and the kingdom is within, and it's done. It is established on earth outwardly as it is inwardly, as it is in heaven. Heaven is inward, not upward, but inward. You understand? The eternal space is inward. So, when you go about doing your day-to-day business, you know what I'm saying, remember where your help comes from. It comes from the innermost part of your being. It comes from the ethers. It comes from the one spirit, the one substance within. The one substance that is within. This is where your help comes from. When the Bible speaks of the heels, the translation to the heels, to the inward, most indwelling spirit. You understand? So, I'm trying to tell you, man, this is where your help comes from. So, man, like I said, these laws that these camps, these Hebrew Israelite camps, and I get it, man. And y'all went through the stages. I went through those stages, all those stages, man, to where I'm at now. I went through the timeline, man, way back from Abraham all the way to Moses, from Moses to the kings and the prophets. You know what I'm saying? To the age of Christ, man. And now we're in the age of Christ. Now I have ascended to the Father. So the timeline for me, I don't live in time. I live outside of time. You understand? So as far as I'm concerned, like I said, man, all of these things is over. The book of Revelation is a psychological conflict that happened within the human experience, within this psychological and spiritual, you know what I'm saying, drama that takes place from within. And it shows itself, it expresses itself on the world stage. And everything that, although it seems without, it is within. Heaven and hell is within. You understand? God and the devil is within. The whole creation is within. Subdue the earth. What is this earth we have to subdue? Orders given by God to Adam. Subdue the earth, subdue the garden. This garden is here, is your body. This garden is your mind. And the soil of this garden is subparticles of light. Golden liquid light. I see it every day. You just have to pay attention. That is the soil. This is where you plant your seed, in this golden liquid light information. You plant your seed, you plant your conscious seed in this subconscious mind, and you shall reap what you sow. That's it. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to tell you, I just gave a lot, man. I just gave a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna catch y'all again in the next recording. You know, I'm just chilling right now. I'm just sitting out here chilling to Labor Day. You know what I'm saying? The kids in this side, the wife's inside. Just having a good old time, just relaxing, meditating. You know what I'm saying? I just thought I'd share some of my meditation, some of my mind, you know what I'm saying, with the world, because the world needs this information. The world needs to know what's going on, because we're about to go in the second shutdown. And this shutdown right here is going to be the beginning of the end. It's the worst. You know what I'm saying? Ain't going to be no information like this. Ain't going to be, everything's going to get cut off, man. There ain't going to be no leadership in this country, man. You know what I'm saying? There ain't going to be no executive office. The executive office will be off. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be martial law and civil unrest and FEMA camps. FEMA going to take over. FEMA already took over, man. You dig? You know, when we ain't gonna find out who the president is, And even if I'm pretty sure Trump will stay in office, he'll stay in office, until they accomplish, what they gonna do. So hey, man, you know what I'm saying? You gotta choose yourself. You gotta choose love. You gotta choose the inner indwelling spirit, which is your creator, your God, your Elohim. You know what I'm saying? You say my name is I am. Can you say I am? Well, that's God. If you can say I am, that's God. Conscious awareness of being. Self-awareness is God. This consciousness that you have, it's not yours. You understand? It's not yours. You think breathing you right now. You think beating your heart. Do you have any conscious part in keeping your heart beating, keeping lungs coming, keeping your digestive system, flowing, keeping your blood flowing, keeping all your tissues moist, keeping your livers doing its job and filtering out bad toxin, all them stuff that we eat, man. Come on, shout. We couldn't consciously do all this work. Who think doing all this work? The spirit that is within you, the mind that is within you, the spirit, the life force that is within you is beating your heart, keeping your blood pumping. You know what I'm saying? It's cleaning out toxin 24/7 while you even sleep. It's breathing you and beating your heart. It's nurturing you, repairing your blood cells, repairing you. Who you think does all this work? You say, I am. It does all this work. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, there ain't no room for the devil, because the devil was also created by the human imagination. Yeah, that's right. And Eve is your subconscious mind, and Adam is your conscious mind. So we gotta guard Eve. We gotta make sure that Eve is protected with beautiful words, with words of love, peace, joy, and happiness, and success, wealth. Besides wealth, there is no poverty. With wisdom, power, and understanding. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You understand? So, with that being said, man, this your boy again, your CEO Charles McKenzie, coming to you live with another video, the one sit at the feet of the Ascended Master. Peace out.